Good morning. It's like 4 o'clock in the morning, but it's morning. There's my audience, along with whoever is out there in YouTube land. Man, I sound old, don't I? Anyway, I wanted to continue our study in John, and it might seem a little odd, but in order to study further in John, we're going to start actually in Genesis. A lot of people understand why, but you might not understand completely why. Excuse the lighting. Like I said, I'm doing this from my truck before I get started in the morning. But we're going to start in Genesis chapter 1 verse 3. Then God said, "Let there be light." And there was light. God saw that the light was good, and he divided the light from the darkness. Now, what we have to understand about this word light, the way it's being used here, it's not like the lights that I have in the truck. It's not like the sun or the moon. That came later in Genesis, just shortly after. But the word light here in Genesis in the Hebrew is or, O-W-R, or. And it means enlightenment, truth, life, and so on. It has nothing to do with the sun, moon, stars, or light bulbs. That word would be merot. So we have to understand here that there was darkness and then there was light. And God said the light was good. Now, the darkness already existed. God didn't create the darkness in Genesis. It was there. Over the surface of the deep was dark, or over the surface of the earth was dark. Now, the light came into darkness, which means enlightenment came to the world. Now, let's go back to John, where we were before. And, excuse the old man glasses. We covered 1 and 2. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was with God in the beginning. We got that, okay? All things came to be through him, and without him nothing made had being. As I said, I'm reading from the complete Jewish version here, and if you'll notice, it says, all things came to be through him, and without him nothing made had being. Nothing made had being. The way I read that is nothing made had purpose. Everything on earth has a purpose. It has a God-given purpose. And we spend our lives, people kill themselves because they don't feel like they can have a purpose in life. And until you come to the knowledge of Yeshua and the knowledge of his word and what your God-given purpose is, you truly feel like you have no purpose. And that leads to depression, which is rampant in our nation. Depression is a big problem. You feel like you're looking for your purpose in someone else, so you give someone else and say, what's that line from the movie? You complete me. You know, you don't need another person to complete you if you're complete in Yeshua. So let's read on, because I didn't want to get hung up on that. I want to get to this word light. In him was life, and the life was the light to all mankind. In him was life, and that life was the light, the or of all mankind. In Yeshua is enlightenment. In Yeshua is life. One of the meanings of the word or, that type of light, is life. And without him, we have no light in us. The light is darkness. All we have is darkness. We're born into a sinful nature. We're born into darkness. And we must have him in order to be able to understand this. We must have a move of the Holy Spirit. We must have or in us. We must have that enlightenment in us, or this isn't going to make sense. Okay? The or, I'm going to start using that word there. The or shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not suppressed it. Present tense. The light, the darkness has not suppressed it. Once you have the enlightenment in you, once you have that aura, once you have that peace that surpasses all understanding, once you have the Holy Spirit working in you, people can try to suppress that darkness, but they can't do it. It becomes your purpose. It becomes your being. It becomes who you are. And people are like, can't you quit talking about this? You can't. No, I can't. it is my purpose. Do I love my wife? Absolutely, I love my wife. Do I love my kids? Absolutely, I love my kids. But I don't love my wife and kids more than I love Yeshua. And Yeshua was the living Torah. So I love this. Torah means instruction. A lot of people think that Torah means the first 5 books of the Bible. The truth is, the first 5 books of the Bible are the Pentateuch. Okay? Torah, the word Torah in Hebrew means instruction. Instruction. I love God's instructions because God's instructions teaches me how to be a better husband, teaches me how to be a better father, teaches me how to be a better pastor, if that's what I am to some people. You know, let's move on. The darkness has not suppressed it. This was the true light, the true enlightenment. I just saw something on Facebook regarding 2 men becoming parents, and that's not true light. That's not true or. That's what the world tells us we're supposed to do. God created us man and woman, and I could go on to other things. That's just what I saw this morning. Okay, but He, Yeshua, the living Torah, is the true or, which gives or to everyone entering the world, which gives light to everyone entering the world. He gives it to us. It's free. Take it. All right. He gives it to us, but we must receive it. And if you show me a person that's not living it, I'm sorry, they haven't truly received it. Haven't truly received it. He was in the world, and the world came to be through him, yet the world did not know him. Teaser for next time. We're going to go into that. But the main thing I wanted to make people understand in this video is that the word light, when it comes to Yeshua, I am the way, the truth, and the life. Life, light means the same thing when it comes to that. Light or. Remember that. All right? Shalom, and we'll see you next time.